Yo, what's good everyone? Here on my channel I make a lot of stuff with Lego. Well, today I'm going to be switching that up. I ordered some Duplo parts off Bricklink and I'm going to be showing you guys that Duplo isn't just for babies. No, these cute, chonky, lovable figures can be so much more. This is the first ever Lego Duplo Fight Scene stop motion, I think. Okay, so first things first, I had to order a ton of Duplo. I was actually really surprised by how cheap this stuff was. All this here came to about £10, which is pretty good. I messed around a bit with the figure's articulation and realised it was pretty bad, and unfortunately the arms were locked in place, so in order to get them to move independently out of the socket, I was going to need to do some DIY. I found out that in order to remove them, you had to deconstruct the entire figure, which was a bit of a pain. You have to remove the pin here to free the legs. Nice. Then remove the hips to get the arms out, which, yeah, as you can tell, it was a pretty long thing to do. After I had the arms out though, I cut the ends off and then I reassembled the figure, which gave me a load more articulation. The arms will actually still stay in place like regular minifigures when they're plugged in, but now I also have the added benefit of being able to remove them and pose them in a lot more ways using blue tack. So overall, it was worth the pain and suffering. On to actually animating these figures. It was surprisingly easier than I had anticipated. With their arms free like this, it wasn't too different from regular minifigures. However, with the bigger parts, it meant in order to support them, I needed to use a lot more blue/white tack. I didn't try too hard to conceal it, but as the arms conveniently were white on both the figures, it kind of camouflaged the white tack in, as the colours are pretty similar. There were some scenes where this came in super helpful. For example, with some of the punches, I could actually use the blue tack to extend the arms to make it look as though the figure had stretched them out further to reach the other character. Another difficulty I ran into was that they were unable to bend backwards. This meant things like jumping and leaning back were really difficult to pull off. My solution was just to lean the whole figure back in a straight line, but it doesn't look too natural. It still kind of works. This is definitely something to perfect if I ever try using these guys again. As with most of my films, I wanted to make it quite graphic, so I used paint and damaging pieces to help sell some of the action. I know a lot of Lego purists usually don't agree with this method, however I don't anticipate ever wanting to use Duplo again, so I really went to town messing these figures up. The blood is a mix of red and black paint to give it a really dark, deep colour, and honestly I'm really happy with the way that aspect turned out. There's something so creepily satisfying about seeing these baby toys rip each other apart. One last note, I kind of experimented a bit with more shaky camera movements. This is something I haven't really tried much in the past, so there's definitely some room for improvement, but I think it helps make the close quarters fighting feel a little bit more intense. I don't know, let me know what you think in the comments. Before I show you guys the finished video, I would just like to thank you all for bearing with me. I know I haven't posted much recently, but I've got a ton planned for the next 2 months. If you enjoy this kind of content, please do drop a like and let me know. If this video reaches 5k likes, I'll make a fight scene using only Lego Primo. Yeah, I don't know how, but I'll find a way. Anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
It's my turn to play with the Lego.
Play with this, kid.
Duplo, so many ways to play.
Goddamn Duplos.